What's going on, everybody? Blitz here. Today we are ranking JPEGMafia albums. Now, a lot of people loved it when I did a little Kanye. So today we decided to mix it up and do JPEGMafia. I don't know why. Yeah, of course, we're doing this from JPEGMafia's first album to his newest album, Screwing the Hose. We will not count EPs or DLC packs or whatever the fuck. And the reason that LP right here is there instead of offline is because many people prefer offline, and that is the preferred way to listen to LP. So we're doing that one. But anyways, yeah. Whatever I think is like a D or below, which is basically like a 6 or below, I'll put it there. And then whatever I think is like a 10 or whatever, I put in the S tier. Alright, I know many people are not familiar with these two albums if they're like a novice JPEGMafia fan, but this is Darkskin Manson, and this is going the D tier. I mean, there's only like really 4 good songs on here, which being Bang, Beautiful Pussy, MC Ride Just Got His Reparations, and then that's really it. I mean, I was thinking of putting Tori Amos or whatever. There's probably like one song, I believe it's, was it Ham Sandwich? Yeah, Ham Sandwich is the one I was thinking of. Those are the only good songs on here. The rest on here sound like really unfinished JPEGMafia songs, or basically just interludes. But there's a reason to it, as many of these songs on here were made during the Baltimore riots. But it doesn't change for the fact that this album is like a 4 in my opinion, which is basically a D tier JPEGMafia album. Now, Communist Slow Jams on the other hand, personally I would give it a low to a high C, or basically a high 7. But I'm putting this in the C tier. I mean, I know some people who really love this album, they're gonna fucking hate me putting in the C tier, but just because I put it in a C tier doesn't mean it's really that bad. I mean, there's Stoop, I Used to Be Into Dope, Polly, Waves, Japan, Bitcoin Assassination, Darkskin Manson, and then my favorite song out of on here, The Last of Us. This is a very much a new and improved version of Darkskin Manson, and it does sound like it. However, there's more interludes than I like. I mean, like, I can say like 5 interludes on the top of the head, and that's like, what, like 20% of the album? But I think the only really bad songs on here are stuff like Swirl and like Lemmy. I know some people who really like Lemmy, but I really don't. I mean, I do listen to rock or whatever, which is dissing a rock artist. I don't really listen to Motorhead, which is the lead of Motorhead. But yeah, I'm putting this in the C tier. Ben Carson, this is going to the B tier. As JPEGMafia is making more albums or whatever, he still has a very eerie sound, and this is what I love about Ben Carson. It just has like a eerie feeling to it. Songs, for example, my favorite Black, Stacy Dash, it has this like eerie, like love type of beat. And then there's some like hard parts to it, like Drake Era, all caps, no spaces, digital blackface, You Think You Know. But yeah, this is definitely an album I would recommend to some people if they're feeling more of a dark JPEGMafia type of thing or whatever. There's a lot of good songs on here, like the ones I just mentioned. I like I Just Killed a Cop, Now I'm Horny. That one's like a very controversial one because, the cop getting killed or whatever. But yeah, this is like a B tier. Only things that are holding it down is like the second half. I mean, I obviously love the first half, and most people say the second half is easily worse. Besides maybe like the 27 Club, there isn't a lot to offer to it, which is why I'm putting in a B tier. Now, Veteran. People would say this is JPEGMafia's magnum opus. And they're true about it, which is why I'm putting in the A tier. Personally, in my opinion, this is probably my favorite JPEGMafia album. From many of the songs on here, from the intro, North Calvert Street, the very loud Old Dirty Bastard sample, Real Ninja. This is where JPEGMafia, goes all in on abrasive production, because the albums before that, like Black Ben Carson, Call Me Slow Jams, they are always, very eerie. And when JPEGMafia ever goes really hard on a track, it goes, and the production on those songs are really distorted. But on Veteran, they sound very clean. For example, songs like, Thug Tears, where the hi-hats are going left and right and whatever. That's probably one of my favorite produced songs on here. But I know some people who really don't like the album because the mid-section part of it. I mean, there are still some really good songs on here. DD Form 12, Jamz, Panic Emoji, Macaulay Culkin. And then there's songs like, Rainbow Six, Curb Stomp, probably a very underrated song by JPEGMafia. The only real bad songs on here are basically like Williamsburg and Whole Foods. Mainly Williamsburg, because it's like, it just feels very eerie, but it says nothing to it, and that's basically it. It's mainly perfect, that's why I put in the A tier. I would personally give it a 9, which is why it's in the A tier. All My Heroes Are Cornballs. Everyone knows that Veteran is obviously better, which is why I'm putting All My Heroes Are Cornballs into the B tier. This is very much a more laid-back and chill version of JPEGMafia. There are songs like Keenan vs. Kel, Beta Male Strategies, Grimy Waifu. Personally, those are my favorite songs, but it mainly grabs, what the album is all about. It's more of a chill, laid-back. There isn't very much abrasive songs, maybe besides like the interlude, which is like JPEGMafia type beat, and maybe Jesus Forgive Me, I'm a Thought, but that's really it. I mean, just because they're chill back doesn't mean they're really bad. I mean, some of my favorite JPEGMafia songs are on here, like Thought Tactics, Free the Frail, such stuff like that. This is why I'm putting it in the high B tier above Black Ben Carson. LP. I lied. This is probably my favorite JPEGMafia album. What can I say about it? I mean, this is more... The reason I love LP more than Veteran is because it's more great all around. I mean, there's songs like Trust, Dirty, Nemo, End Credits, Hazard Duty Pay, What Kind of Rapping Is This, Thoughts Prayer, Are You Happy, Rebound, Dikembe, Tired, Nervous, and Broke, BMT, The Ghost of Ranking Dread. Those are probably all my favorite songs, and that's like more than a handful. Maybe besides like Nice and like Damn Damn Damn, I would probably give it like a 10 or whatever. I would personally give this like a high 9, which makes it an S tier in JPEGMafia's discography. This ends Just Scaring the Hoes. This is a high A tier. This is a definition of a great collab album. I know some people, criticize the album because of Danny Brown's, lack of input into it, but I mean, they're still great songs. I mean, the only song I really hate about is Run the Jewels. Other than that, it's just great all around, from like the sample on Lean Beef Patty, the little Japanese commercial on Garbage Pail Kids, the little sympathy on Perfect or whatever. There's Kingdom Hearts Key with the Red Veil feature. Then there's this God Loves You. That's one I also love. And then Where You Get Your Coke From. Those are personally my favorite. And yep, that's it. This is my JPEGMafia album tier list. If you guys enjoy it, I mean, I know I sound very quick when I'm talking or whatever. This took me like 4 tries to do this video because Audacity and my computer keep fucking crashing on me. But hope you guys like the video. You know, if you fucking hate this video, put it down in the comments below. But anyways, guys, hope you all enjoy.